sometimes in life, you get pitched and you have to swing at it. And I think Russ just pitched the ball to me because where he talks basically from his head, his wife talks from her heart first. It has something to do with the Toastmasters Tip for the day. You see, what do House Speaker John Boehner, NFL coach Dick Vermeil, and myself have in common? We can cry at the drop of a hat. I don't think of myself as a particularly emotional speaker, but if someone says, you know, they're opening a shopping center in Lenexa, then I go, which brings me to my Toastmasters tip of the day, which has to do with speaking in difficult situations. With a little research, these are some of the information that I found. Of course, it's pretty easy to practice and practice and practice and practice until it becomes impersonal. That's kind of a given if you have the opportunity to do that. Some time back I talked to former news anchor Cynthia Smith, and I asked her, I said, how do you do this? And she said, well, I get into a professional zone. And she says, I really don't think of it personally, because if I did, I would break up on air. Reading through the tough parts is good, and someone suggested that you not only write out the tough, difficult parts of whatever you have to give. Say you're announcing some difficult or emotional information or what have you. Write out that type it and type it in different typefaces. You intentionally misspell words. If you have to concentrate on your copy, then you're less likely to get emotional over it. Someone else suggested to concentrate on something analytical in order to take out the human factor. If you had to give a eulogy as an example, count how many red ties there are in the room, and keep note of how many people. How many men are wearing suits, as an example? Target someone in the audience that is not emotional and focus on them. And if they start getting emotional, look for somebody else. Hopefully there'll be someone left. Find a way to break the tension. Again, if you're telling a very sad story, maybe you can, at the point that the tension peaks, again, I'm thinking eulogy here. Say, dear Uncle Fred, his favorite funny story was. Tell that funny story, because the audience will take their lead from you. And if you can tell something humorous right in the middle, it'll break the tension. At the same time, when you're practicing all this and when you're giving it, perhaps you're giving comfort to people or paying tribute to someone that's passed. Try not to sound rote or overly rehearsed, because quite frankly, it may be the most important speech you ever give.